Hello, and thank you for choosing Noir Prism Studios. Today we have the honor of interviewing the founder, Torrance. How are you today?
I'm doing well, thank you.
Wonderful, wonderful. So I would love to get this started by having you tell us what led you into this line of work. Give us a little look into your background and your experience.
I actually started doing video production a long time ago when I was in high school, and I carried the passion all the way through college and into the professional world. And professionally, I worked government organizations, broadcast studios, and production studios. Some places I was just doing video editing, some places production, and in the broadcast world was like broadcast directing. So it's been a long road to get to this point, but I'm most definitely glad I'm here.
So can you share with us some of the obstacles that you had to overcome to get to where you are today?
It really was learning how to manage my time. Time management is huge in this industry, making sure that you can meet deadlines. Early on, I really didn't understand that concept, but over time, I started to understand it more. But honestly, working at some places, it was tough. It was just tough to kind of navigate through certain systems. And then at times, it was just kind of tough to even sit at somebody else's table. For instance, at one point I really wanted to be a sole producer, write, mainly produce and things like that. And an opportunity wasn't afforded to me, but I had the skills to do it. So yeah, it was tough, but everything's a learning experience for me. Everything you can grow from, you can find some sort of lesson in it.
Wow. And while we're on the subject of you originally thinking that you were going to be a solo producer, what led you to actually hire a team? Because you could have worked on your own, but you said, you know what, I'm going to bring on some extra people.
Yeah, so the team was out of necessity. We started to get more projects. Well, I started to get more projects, and then that's when it became we. But, there's a saying that I say often is that many hands make light work. And as the work came in, I needed more people to help me shoot things and produce things, but it also allowed people to focus on what they were great at, as well as myself, and that elevated the projects, and ultimately it made clients happy.
Very nice.
And we look great.
Yeah.
It's a bunch of us coming in, we're all in our shirts and stuff like that. It just
Awesome.
looks awesome. Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for sharing. So I want you to share with us where you got the inspiration for the name, because it's a very unique name.
Okay.
So.
Yeah, so Noir Prism Studios, it's really a combination of a few things that I like. First, the noir side is film noir. I used to watch a bunch of those films in film school. I kind of became obsessed with the lighting, even some of the themes in the films. And then, also its meaning being black, I kind of like that as well. And then the prism side of it is, I've always had this fascination with prisms, of how they take light and separate it into into this spectrum. It sounds like luxury to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.